for spotlighting Colorado.
Great, thanks, Eric and Emily. Well, good morning, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Rob Fitch. I'm a principal in the Colorado, a Centennial office in Colorado. And today we're going to do a little crash course on Colorado here in the time slot that we have available. So excited to do so. Can everybody see my screen okay, Eric? Okay.
Yeah, we got it.
All right. Well, Colorado is home to 2 of our 12 offices. We have an office in Arvada and in Centennial, Colorado. Some of our top metrics over here is we have about 40 years in Colorado. I'll explain that a little bit more here. We have over 30 employees, 15 of which are licensed professionals with 10 PEs, 2 professional land surveyors, 2 landscape architects, and an AICP planner in Colorado. For those of you that haven't been to Colorado, it is colorful. We have 4 seasons. It gets cold and it gets warm, but Colorado is generally divided up into some geographic regions that you might hear when you're out here. Generally, kind of the western slope in the southwest area is west of the Rocky Mountains. The mountains come kind of straight through the state. And then east of the mountains is a geographic area called the Front Range. And then we enter into the eastern plains. The Denver metro area and the RIC offices are in the Front Range area, and we kind of operate all throughout the state. But this is just a little geographic picture of Colorado and kind of some regions you might hear if you come out. Looking at a little major roadway network of Colorado, as we are kind of bisected with 2 major interstates. I-70 is the east-west interstate, and I-25 is the interstate that goes from north to south. And then you can see kind of our regional state and national highways that kind of grid out throughout the state. Fort Collins is a city that's about an hour and a half north of us, and Colorado Springs is about an hour and a half south of us. And we kind of have some projects spread out through a number of these cities in the state. Getting a little closer to the Denver metro area. We have 2 offices in Denver metro area. Centennial's in South Denver and Arvada is in Northwest Denver. You can see the highways that bisect the city. The airport's about 30 to 40 minutes from either office. And that's just a little geographic area of the Denver metro area that we kind of operate in. Little quick timeline of RIC Colorado. We planted the flag here in Colorado in 2014 and opened up the Centennial office. The following year, we grew our civil department, added a construction management department, and we really leaned into the San Diego office for planning, landscape, traffic, and water resources for the first 4 to 5 years we were out here. In 2017, we acquired Gene Engineering, which is about a 30-plus employee firm, or about 25 people when we acquired them. That was the foundation of our Arvada office, and the Gene Engineering office was established in 1982 out here. So when we acquired them and merged with them, we've kind of taken a little bit of their history and legacy in Colorado before RIC being here and kind of using it as a leverage for our marketing and some of our experience with that office brought. But in doing so in 2017, we brought on another civil department. We brought survey on in-house, and we had some administrative and accounting and business development personnel there that started helping support both offices. In 2018, we added a planning and a landscape department here locally so that we brought the planning and landscape services from San Diego and started operating them here out of Colorado. And then last year, Kevin Gibson was named our regional operating officer, and looking ahead from the last 11 years moving forward, as we have a pretty bright future here and looking to grow and continue to expand. Little snapshot of the makeup of all the people that are out here in Colorado. We fall under Kai Raymer and Kevin Gibson. On the left-hand side of this picture is kind of our Arvada personnel. And on the right-hand side is our Centennial office with 32 people. We have 2 civil groups, a survey group, a landscape, and a planning group. And then we still leverage San Diego resources for traffic and water resources, and some practice leaders with Brian Mooney and Patricia. We'll put some faces to these here moving forward, starting with the planning department. Planning department of 2, led by Britt Palmberg. Grace Dias was a former intern and starting with us full-time this year. Planning services, really pretty much the full gauntlet of planning services. We have a substantial amount of public clients where we've done a number of comprehensive plans throughout the Colorado region. We do planning and urban design. Market and economic analysis is a skill set and expertise that Britt has. We do sub-area plans. We are doing on-call land use, code authoring for municipalities and planning services. And we've done a number of comprehensive plans for towns and municipalities in the state that range from anywhere from about 1,500 residents up to 30 to 100,000 residents. And it's really laid a foundation for some public work, expanding into our civil and landscape disciplines as well. The Brady Bunch on the screen here is our civil team out in Colorado. We have a total of 14 civil engineers. Some of them are water resource experts. And our civil services, our bread and butter out here is really master plan residential communities. We have about 2,000 to 3,000 residential community lots, single family lots under construction right now. And we have about 6,000 to 8,000 lots in entitlement and preliminary and final design status right now between our Colorado and Utah projects. So our civil groups are experienced in land development, both residential and commercial, preliminary and final subdivisions, site planning, due diligence, and entitlements. It's kind of a quick shot of clients, and these are some of our big name projects that range anywhere from about 150 to 5,000 units residing on the Deseret development. We also have Lennar Homes, KB Homes, Toll Brothers, and Century Communities as national builders as our clients, because they have essentially been the builders that have taken down the land development that we've gone through the entitlement processes with. Landscape Architecture Group, 3 employees. And they've really specialized in master plans, park and rec planning, construction documents, landscape and irrigation, trails and open space. We've spent quite a bit of our time recently in 3D visualizations and graphic illustrations that have been supporting both our planning group here and some departments and other offices. Landscape projects range from the Solar Bear solar farm down in southern Colorado to the master plan communities we're doing with Ventana Capital, one of our major clients out here. Survey group, we have 10 surveyors surveying and mapping. About 6 or 7 of them are full-time construction crews. And we do the full services of survey services here in Colorado, ALTA surveys, mapping, preliminary and final subdivision plats, supporting our land development teams, and a significant amount of construction staking. Just a quick list here, some projects for the survey group. And last but not least, we have 3 individuals that support us behind the scenes with business development, our billing specialists, and our administrative assistants. Little project highlight for a minute or two here with Red Rocks Ranch. This has been a master plan residential community that we have really worked on since 2015, working with Brian Mooney and Patricia when we were initially doing annexation and entitlement here. Fast forward in 2016, 2017, we got some entitlement approved. 2019, Lennar started construction, and they've been under construction for the last 6 years. But this, to give you context, is 350 acres, and it's about 1,200 residential units. And they are about halfway through their development. So you can see that 350 acres taking shape. And we have Submitted the last filing. Filing 4 was approved last year, and Lennar will start moving forward in this with residential homes in the next year and a half or so. But this is a multidiscipline project where we worked with a few various offices, a few different disciplines, and it's been a huge timeline and success for not only Colorado, but RIC as a whole out here. So wanted to highlight is just highlight this is a project that we've done here as a collaborative team. I'll just scroll through these for you to see some of the projects that we've done and some of the deliverables that we've really put together, ranging from landscape renderings and parks out here. This is our storage units we've been doing, master plan development and range, which was just approved this last week, comprehensive plans, major client with Thompson Thrift for construction staking and surveying. And then the people behind the projects, just some of the fun that we've done here regularly in Colorado. These are some events from us last year. Just want to flash who we are a little bit out here. Have some fun, rack events. We went to the Rockies game last year. The Rockies are going nowhere this year, but at the same point, we'll just sharing a little bit of what we do behind the scenes and who we are here in Colorado. We do some, the Arvada office has a pretty big event that they do at the end of the year with gifts to kids through the Arvada Police Department. There's Bob acting as Santa. We have fun at conferences too. So that was it. If there's any questions from anybody, I know as a quick highlight, I know we might elaborate a little bit more in the future with some of our specific business units, but just wanted to give a highlight of our whole system out here, and available for any follow-up questions or PMs as well. The only other anecdote is if you guys do see the RIC standard PowerPoint template on the last page, if you're inquiring what that backdrop aerial is, it is the Red Rocks projects that I just flashed. So now you know a name to what's in the picture. With that, Eric, I'll turn it back to you, I believe.
Awesome. Thanks, Rob. I'll just pause another minute to see, or a couple seconds to see if anybody does have any questions that they'd like to throw out. Those 3D visual simulations are awesome. Those really, I think, show how cool these projects can be and really help people visualize what those final products can really look like.
Yeah, thanks.
All right. Good deal. Thanks, Rob. I appreciate that.